So last week we discussed our flow, and I'm quickly just going to run through it again because maybe some of you on the call are new, or maybe some of the puzzle pieces are still falling into place for you and you need to hear stuff more than once and things aren't always making sense on day one. So the start of our system is our My Healthy Lifestyle Facebook group. That is the group where we are at ATM, ad tag message. And our goal for that group is lead generation. It's our goal to help us find new clients and also to follow up with those leads and also our existing clients. That is the group we're going to focus on tonight. So I'm not going to go into further details now. We'll get back to this. Consistently on this group and with working with these people, our goal is to invite them onto a 21-day challenge. Somewhere in that 21-day challenge, maybe for you, it's right at the start, maybe it's at the end, maybe it's in the middle, but you sign them up as a Loyalty Rewards member. All Loyalty Rewards members go onto the new member orientation WhatsApp group that starts every Monday. It doesn't matter if they're just a client or if you just think they're a client. It doesn't matter. We give them general information on that WhatsApp group, a little bit more of what's possible with the Herbalife opportunity. And at the end of the week, we ask them the question, what do you want from this opportunity? So we make it very clear to them that this is what's available. Number 1, 2, 3, you let us know where you fit in so that we can support you in the appropriate manner. So if after the week, somebody comes back and says, I'm only a preferred member, you say, absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to support you as a customer. And I normally then say to people, fantastic. So the 21-day challenge is the absolute right place for you to be in. So we make sure that you plug them if you've got a WhatsApp group or a broadcast list, or if you're still running challenges, make sure they're doing back-to-back challenges. Make sure they're in the My Healthy Lifestyle group to continue the support there. And also make sure that you add them to the Loyalty Rewards group member, because remember, they are a signed up member now. So they must also go into that group and you ATM them under that group. And in that group, we're going to showcase the rewards. And our goal is just for them to understand what is possible with Herbalife so that if things change for them in the future down the line, they know that they can come and ask you about the business opportunity. Right. Second and third group of people are the ones who say that I want to become an active member, make some part-time money, or build a serious income from this. And you're going to support them through our training process, make sure that they're on the right WhatsApp group, make sure that you connect them to the Loyalty Rewards Facebook group, and also make sure that you help them to launch their business. So that's what we focused on last week. We launched the business. And we gave you the 5 steps to launch your business. Now, I know some of you did all 5. Some of you got to number 2, and then it started becoming difficult. Maybe some of you got stuck at number 3. It doesn't matter. You can start all over again this week, do it again. You can do it again next week and the week after and the week after. You just continue with this process. You can launch your business every month if you want to. And in the beginning, I suggest that you do it more often. Maybe just shake things up a little bit, not the same testimonial, same photo all the time, but just change the flavor a little bit. But keep on launching your business and keep on following this flow. All right. So tonight we're going to look at the My Healthy Lifestyle Facebook group. That is our ATM group. And as I said, our goal for this group is lead generation and follow up. Right. So let's quickly look at that group. That is the banner of the group so that you know when you go onto Facebook, you're in the right place. And I just really want to say well done. In the last 28 days, our total team members grew by 10%, and our post comments and reactions grew by 138%. So we can see the team is really working the group and it is growing. So that is great to see. And also well done and thank you to our top contributors in that group, because if you all contribute, if you all support, if you all help, it really helps for the growth and the benefit of the group and for the team spirit and the social proof. And it really just benefits all our business, the more different people post and comment. So well done to the top 10 contributors. All right, so before we do that, I quickly want to just explain to you the difference between the 2 Facebook groups and the purpose of each group, because we've had some confusion this week. Who goes into what group and who must I invite where? So let me quickly clarify that for you. The first, the My Healthy Lifestyle group, that is where it all starts. So the purpose of this group is lead generation, to help us find new clients and also to follow up with those people that you're talking to, that you're building relationships with, And it's also a great way for you to follow up with your customers because they're inside the Herbalife community and they get more support than only from you by yourself. So who do you invite into this group? You invite friends, circle of influence, that's people that you know, existing customers, existing members. Of course, you want your members to be in this group as well because your members are customers. So make sure that your members are also in the group. And then I like to call it fishing. We go out fishing every day to add more people to this group. So I'll give you an example of a fishing post. I did this post last week, looking for some fresh and healthy Valentine's ideas. Say me and I will share the love. So everyone who commented there, some of them were old customers, some of them were brand new people, some of them were you. But it was an opportunity to just say to those people, you are in the group already, but I'm going to tag you in some posts. So just revise that group on the algorithm. Some of them were new people. So if you watch my Facebook, I often do things like that, where I find excuses or reasons to keep on inviting people to the group. Back to school, it was back to school today, looking for some fresh and healthy back to school ideas. If you go into that group, you'll find some lunchbox posts. I just gave myself a great idea. Things using people onto that group. All right. Our second group is our loyalty reward members. So those are people who are already members, but now we want to showcase the rewards with the possibility of activating them, with the hope that people will say, oh, wow, I didn't know, like I told her that there was a business opportunity. She was just a product lover for 8 years until Izzy said to her, do you know that you can get better pricing on the products, etc., etc. So that's what we want to showcase in that group so that we show people what is possible. And it's up to them to decide how much of that they want. Members only. People are already signed up. Why is that? Because that's kind of like a step down in the journey. We start people on the products. We want them to love the products, get that sussed. And then it's much easier to talk to them about business opportunity and going forward with that. All right. So that group is for members only. My healthy lifestyle is, I want to say anyone, but we'll clarify now how you're going to work that. All right. So that is a screenshot of my healthy lifestyle. If you go into the group on your PC, you can also do it on your phone. It will look more or less the same. Things maybe just shuffle around a bit when you're on your phone. So the add, tag, message, or the ATM system, that's what it stands for, add, tag, and message. Right. So one question that we got this week is, how do you add people to this group? So you will see an invite button there with a plus sign. You click that button and then you invite someone who is part of your Facebook friends. They need to be a Facebook friends of yours. Who's sharing? Who is drawing on my screen? Izzy, can you just make the setting to stop the annotation function?
Okay.
All right. So you've got the blue button, invite, then you select from your friends list. Like I said, you have to be friends with that person already, otherwise you can't add them. So that's why you're going to befriend more people every day. All right. Then, where's my arrow? My cursor is now totally confused. Okay, so when you invite someone, they're not automatically on the group. They are going to get a notification in their notifications to say the Leon invited you onto this group, and they have to accept that invitation. They're not just automatically on the group. So I'll show you that currently there are 516 people who have been invited onto the group, but who have not accepted that invitation yet. All right, and I'm sure some of them are your people. So the reason for that is, a couple of years ago when social media just got started, people joined anything. They got invited, they got sent friend requests, they just accepted left, right, and center. But nowadays, people are overwhelmed with information, they're spoiled for choice, and they only want to limit their attention and their time to follow someone that's really going to add value to them. So unless they understand why you invited them onto this group and what's in it for them, they're probably going to either miss your notification or think, oh, it's another thing. I get invited to groups and pages every single day. And some of them are really things that are not applicable to me. Someone invited me to their plumbers page in Durban. I'm not going to need a plumber from Durban anytime soon. So it's those kind of things that people just switch off. So my recommendation is to use a conversation to help them, to add them to this group. Don't just willy-nilly go and add hundreds of people. You'll get some results with that. Some people will join, but a lot of them are going to just miss that. So use a conversation. So I'm going to show you the conversation now. Maybe you can screenshot this. Please don't read ahead. Listen, I'm going to talk you through all of it. If you read ahead, you're not going to hear everything I say. I'll talk you through all of it, but maybe do a screenshot. So here is a good conversation that you can use, and you're going to adjust it according to the person that you're talking to. So you're going to say, hi, Susie, how are you doing? Catch up. Maybe say, I noticed the kids went back to school today, or whatever is happening in their life. Right. Then you say, I wanted to run a quick idea by you. I just joined a Facebook community that's focused on health, fitness, and weight loss that I'm finding beneficial. This is a positive group that shares loads of tips, motivation, recipes, and short and simple workouts. I thought some of my friends might enjoy it too. Since joining, I have, and then you share your testimonial. I've got so much more energy. I learned so much. I've been trying new recipes, whatever the thing is that you want to share. I've lost some weight. I've got more energy, whatever your result or testimonial is. Let me know if you'd like to check it out and I'll add you. If not, no worries. Either way, love seeing you on here. Right. Now you can adjust that. If you're a mommy, you can say, loads of tips for busy mommies to help them live a healthy, active lifestyle. I know you're a very busy mommy, but your health is important to you. So I'd like to invite you to this community. If you're not a mommy, let's say you're over 50 and you said, I don't know if you felt the same thing, but since I turned 50, I really had to work harder to keep my weight under control. If you're in the same boat, I really found this community beneficial. Why don't you join me on this group? So whatever the conversation is or the situation is with you and the person that you're speaking to, you adjust a little bit and you have that conversation, and you're going to get a 200% better percentage of people joining. And guys, the beauty is you don't have to do 100 a day. 5 a day is all that you need to do. Go and invite 5 people a day with a simple conversation, and over time, that's all going to add up. So when your friend responds back and they ask, what are the products? What is the community? Or they're just going to show, sure, add me. You add them to the Facebook group, you tag them in the pinned post, and you send them the following private message. We'll get to that message now, but now first we're going to the tag part. All right. So now we've added into the group. You're going to get a notification to say, group accepted that invitation. So now you can go and tag them on the post. So what post are you going to tag them in? Most likely the welcome post, but I'll give you some other ideas now as well. But for most of them, it will probably be the welcome post. Where can you find the welcome post? It is pinned at the top. But if you can't find it at the top for some reason, it is also under announcements, or you can use that search function there and you just search welcome post. And this is the post. The whole thing didn't fit into the screen, but you can clearly see the welcome new members start here. And now you go and tag them in that post. How do you tag people? You simply go into the comments and you start typing their name. And if they're a member of the group, their name will pop up. You click their name, enter, and they add it to the group. Now, again, just a little up your skill here. Don't just put their name. Say, hi, Susie, this is the group I told you about. Let me know if you enjoy the post, or just, I'm excited to have you here. Something like that. Just add to the conversation. Don't just add a name in there. Make it a little bit more personal. Okay, now we get to the message part. So this message part is a private message. You've added them to the group. You've tagged them in a specific post. Now, a day or so later, you're going to, or not even a day, after you've tagged them, you're going to say, I've connected you as my guest here in the My Healthy Lifestyle Facebook community. Here you can learn more, get any questions answered, and see the results people are experiencing. If you like what you're seeing and you would like to join one of the challenges, let me know. I'm doing the next challenge in March or April or May or whenever. All right. And that is as easy as that. And then you let them simmer in that group, see some testimonials, see some community, and maybe they'll answer you here now and say, no, thank you, I'm not interested. Then it's no problem. They're in the group. If they come back and say, yes, I am interested, you get them onto the info group, and we'll talk about the info group now as well. Right, so that is how this ATM system helps you to support your clients. And it's really a pressure-free way to prospect, because you're not out there cold calling, hard selling, inboxing people that you've got no relationship with or anything like that. All right, and just again, this message part happens on a private platform. If you WhatsApp them in the first message, you'll probably continue the conversation in WhatsApp. If you message them on Facebook, if you don't have their number, you'll continue the conversation on Messenger. All right, so that is what you're going to do there. Right, what else can I tag people in? I'm going to go onto the Facebook group soon, and then I'll show you, but there's just a few things. There's obviously the welcome post. Then there's recipe. Let's say, for instance, you had a conversation with someone about the amazing Valentine's recipe that you just made this weekend, and you had a conversation with a friend about it. You're going to tag them in that specific recipe. Like when I did that fishing part for Valentine's Day, I tagged those people in a Valentine's recipe, and I said, here's one of the recipes, scroll through the group to find some more. If you had a conversation with someone about workouts, you can tag them in a specific workout post. You can also tag them in more than one post. All right. Fishing post, as I explained, whatever you used as your bait when fishing, that's the type of post you're going to tag them in. Let's say it's a customer that you're talking to and they're struggling to drink water, tag them in a water tip post. There's specific live topics and so on, or not even only lives, but definitely lives, but specific other topics, like we're talking about sugar now. So I did a live about sugar, and I said, if you want to join our community, I tag those people in a specific sugar group. Now I'll show you now. So before I get off my slides and go into the Facebook group, I quickly want to share a few tips with you. One is your WhatsApp status. So please use your WhatsApp status as well. In South Africa, people are still very big on the WhatsApp status. I don't even know if all of you know that you can do this, so I'll show you quickly. If you go into your WhatsApp, you'll see, oh, it's very blurry now, but you'll see three sections there at the top. One is your chats, one is calls, and the middle one is status. You won't see now, it's blurry, but the middle one is status. If you click on that status, it's like a story that you can scroll through. And you can also post yours there. You just click on the plus and you add your photos. And sometimes if I've no conversation going, I go into status and I go and comment on other people's statuses, because there's always someone with a birthday or anniversary or a kid that did something or making a statement of some kind, but you can quickly get 10 conversations going just by going into other people's statuses and commenting on what's going on their lives there. Now, again, as part of your 15 minutes, you go swish, 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 you swipe, you don't get involved in all the days of our life stuff. You just quickly go find stuff to interact on and get what you need and move on. You don't have to spend an hour there. The second tip is Google is your friend. If you don't know how to upload a photo, tag a person, invite someone to a group, whatever your missing information is, Google, there's something on Google, there's something on YouTube that will give you a tutorial, everything that you're posting. Start messy. That's how you learn. That's how you learn what your audience likes, what do you get good interaction on, what is the stuff that your audience responds to, and how do you better connect with your audience. But you have to start with some material. If you've got no material going, there's nothing to judge on. What are your interests? What are you passionate about? What's happening in your life at the moment? And that is the kind of stuff that you talk about and that you share. So let's say, for instance, you're a new mother and you're not sleeping in the night. So you can talk to new mothers about not sleeping and feeling a bit porridge brain. And you're so grateful for this wonderful tea that helps you, or this community of people that keep you on track and hold you accountable for your nutrition, because that's helped so much with your energy. Or if you, like I said, are over 50 and you're struggling to keep your weight under control, talk about that, because that's things that women your age will relate to. If you're a dad and you have to pack lunch boxes for school, or you've got kids that you want to feed healthy food, talk about that, how dads can get involved. If you've got small children, for all of us with children, it's a very big thing for us to make sure our kids get good nutrition in and that we feed them healthy food. So keep involving them in your posts. So one of my new members are very much into gardening, and we spoke about last week how she can involve that in her post by picking her tomatoes and showing what she made with the tomatoes, meal prep wise, what she's got in the freezer, and how that's going to help her meal prep in the next couple of weeks, or showing the healthy stuff that she's growing. Michelle is a Pilates instructor. She regularly does stuff on Facebook about how to sit better posture behind your PC and what stretches you can do. And that can lead into talking about nutrition and how that helps as well. If you're really into makeup and you love makeup and you understand about different foundations and things like that, you can talk about your skincare routine, but how that all starts with inner nutrition and drinking enough water and taking enough fiber. So it's all those things, what your interests are and how you can weave that into your Herbalife lifestyle. Okay, we spoke about the consistency. Rather really do 5 a day, befriend 5 people a day, add 5 people a day to the ATM group, then doing 100, but it's quantity over quality. 5 a day is all you need to do, but every single day. And Izzy spoke about set your intention and know what it is that you want to achieve in that 15 minutes, or know what it is that you want to achieve for the day. And Chris Thompson spoke this morning about triggers. And we've got this video that we use in one of our challenges as well about trigger moments. I explained to you the other day, like every time you go to the toilet, do 5 squats. And before you know it, you've got your squats done for the day. While you boil the kettle, you do calf raises. Those are all triggers to remind you what to do. So you can have similar triggers when you do your social media. So I kind of want to say, if you're at work and you go to the loo and you sit there for 5 minutes, that's quickly 5 minutes where you can go and engage on other people's posts. Come on, I know all of you on your phone when you're on the loo. So little things like that. So for me, for instance, I've got twice a week where I sit for an hour outside the karate dojo and wait for Aiden to finish karate. Because of COVID, I can't go inside, so I sit in my car. Those are 2 sessions that I really go and either create some content for myself or go and engage with content, because I am there now. That is my trigger moment to be quickly spending that time on social media. So figure out some triggers for you. When is a good time for you to do this? Okay, so our challenge info groups, we had our first one today. So we've got 3 more to go before our next challenge starts. And we opened it for comments today. That was great. Hopefully the more we do it, the more we're going to have participants also asking questions and things like that. But I think it worked great today. It ended off with a different energy than just Izzy saying thank you, goodbye. So that was great. Well done for everyone who chirped in there. And it just shows that we are all excited and ready and waiting for them. Okay, so now I quickly want to move over to the My Healthy Lifestyle group. I'll be 5 more minutes. Then we can open for questions. Do you see the group now, Izzy?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. All right, so this is the My Healthy Lifestyle group. So I want to show you a couple of things and a couple of ways to find things on this group for you to post people in. So, okay, there you've got your announcements and there's your welcome posts. And this is where you tag some. There you can tag people in there. So that's great. Right. I also want to show you in announcements a few other things that you can use. Lots of comments. Okay, this is an inflammatory, anti-inflammatory food guide. Inflammation is a big thing for people these days. A lot of people get diagnosed with leaky gut. That's kind of like a new thing, buzzword in the health industry. And leaky gut comes from inflammation. Now, we said we don't make any medical claims, and you can go and have a look at this document. It's not making any medical claims. But I have found quite a few people who I had conversations with gut issues, inflammation issues, and this is really a great value add to them, to tag them into this article. And you'll also see, if I scroll down, I don't know where it is now. Scroll up, scroll down, where is it? There's a video here as well. My screen is just not loading everything right now. There's a video there on inflammation as well, explaining, again, not making any medical claims, just explaining what type of nutrition you need for improving your inflammatory state of inflammation, because it is really, a lot of people suffer with bad skin and the doctor tells them it's inflammation. So inflammation is really a word that comes up a lot for people. Here's the ideal breakfast video. It is a little bit of a longer one, so it's not an ideal one to post to tag anyone in this. But if you've got a specific client that you're talking to about the importance of breakfast and things like that, this is the video to tag them in. And the fourth one, okay, so 2 on information, the welcome. Okay, so there's your 4 options under notifications. Then you can also go, if you go to the left-hand or the right-hand side here, you can see topics in this group. And if you click on see all or any of these topics, it is like a filing system. So if you're speaking to someone about weight loss and you want to tag them in some specific results, you go to transformation results and all the posts in this group with that tag will come up. And you tag them in an appropriate one. Let's say you're talking to someone about the challenge. You can say, yeah, look at some of these testimonials of our previous challenges. If you're speaking to someone about really getting ripped, that is a great testimonial. If you are speaking to a family, this is an example of a family who did it together. Yeah, there's Coach L's testimonial. Some people will resonate with that. Here's again, a lot from the challenge. This is a little bit about muscle building. So if you're speaking to someone about muscle building, you got tag them here. Right, so you can find all sorts, shapes and sizes of testimonials here, anti-aging, weight loss. There's a pregnant lady who lost her weight. So go scroll through here and you're going to find something here that relates with the person that you are speaking to at the moment. Right, so let's go back to topics. Okay, so Tasty Tuesdays, if it's recipes that you're looking for, if you're specifically looking for breakfast information, other useful information, healthy aging, okay, parkrun not happening at the moment, top tips, school lunch ideas. So we just spoke about school lunch ideas. There's a load of things in here. Check that out. Beautiful school lunchbox ideas for kids. So how can you help mothers that are wrecking their brains on what to pack for healthy school lunches? There you can do that. So there's workouts, meat-free Monday, if you're speaking to someone who's vegetarian or vegan and they need recipe, water Wednesday, skin results, athlete results. So you'll find something in here for whoever you're talking to tag them into that post as well. Also, you can use the guides. Guides were previously called units. On your phone, it's still units. On your computer, it's guides. So there's the getting started section. There's the welcome video, some snacks and meal plans. So again, whatever you're talking to someone about, you can find something in your balanced dinners, snack ideas, meat-free Monday ideas, workouts. So it's filed in more than one way. You can find it. Right. Beatrice asked last week what to do with someone who gets their products now and it's 2 weeks before the next challenge starts. Nutrition 101 will sort that out for you. And this is just a couple of tips on how to take the products, your schedule, what's in the shake, why breakfast is important, portion control, water. So a few tips to get them going while they're waiting for the challenge to get started. And you tag them in some other things in the group as well. That's a great snack and meal plan idea from Susan Bowerman. So there's lots in this group. I would suggest that you spend some time this week just playing around in this group and finding some stuff here so that you know what there is available. And if you can't find anything, you use that and you search for whatever keyword you think will suit this. All right, so let's say constipation or whatever you're looking for. I believe Shimani did a great constipation video, so we can upload that to the group as well. And we can have some more informative talks like that will also help your clients. It will also go under the announcements. So guys, that's the group. I mean, everything is there. We get more added. Every single day, people are sharing. They're sharing their recipes. Let's go home. They're sharing what they're doing. They're inspired. So it's a great community to be part of. Scroll past this. There's interaction going between people sharing. This month, we're talking about sugar. So there's lots of information about sugar here. Really cool videos. I've got some very nice visual things. So if you're speaking to people about sugar or cereals that are high in sugar and you recommend them rather doing a shake, this is a great video. It's a great eye opener. This is a great eye opener. So tag people in these types of posts. Sugar burner versus fat burner. So there's lots of information. This is also a great video that you can really use to serve your customers, to broaden their education, broaden their horizons, and just really make them think and educate them. Some of you remember when we had our hubs, we did, what was those talks we did? Every level 10 talks or something.
Yes,
we had a topic
talks
every week. So after our workout session, we would have a topic every week that we discussed. So we don't have those live interactions anymore. Use this as your education platform to help you serve your customers. Phew, now I'm like I've had a workout.
Well done, G. That was just absolutely phenomenal. I'm sure you've just given everybody so much food for thought. I mean, we didn't realize, and even me, that there was just so much information on that group that you can go out there and share and do and stuff. So guys, take some time out. You know, you've got your hour. There was that one window where you can actually go and prospect or see what posts you want to share. Go through and look. I mean, this is great for content. You know what I mean? If you're thinking of something, why not take some of the content from our life and share it on your story or something? That's also an idea, you know. So really, really exciting. Dee, thank you so much. We literally have, well, time's up, but I quickly just want to congratulate our qualifiers for our call with Catherine. So let me just screen that up. So these are the guys who've all qualified. That's next week, Thursday. You've got by the 18th of February to qualify for our 500 VIP school with Catherine Artman. And what I love about Catherine's story is Catherine is really all about taking people on a customer journey. Okay, this is exactly our process. And she was a customer herself, and her president's team members, so she's got president's team members in her team, were all about customer journey. So you can actually start as a customer and basically grow to executive press team, one of the top earners, 1% earners in South Africa. So I'm super excited about that call. And then obviously, guys, the bush retreat over the in May, the virtual, when we do the virtual World Team School. So if you've had a 2,500 in January and maybe you do 2,500 or 5,000 in February, remember guys, that if you take the ATM system and you go out there and actively look for 5 new friends each and every single day, so you've got 100 and something odd friends by the end of the month. They're in the My Healthy Lifestyle group. They're seeing the great community. They decide to join a challenge. It's 100 volume points when they get on the challenge. So can you see how, no matter where you are, if you work with intention, your goal is to basically get to the Bush Team Retreat. There's no reason on earth why you can't do that. So guys, I think it was a very powerful team training call tonight. Thank you so much to Coach L. Francis for introducing Shimani and to Richard, and obviously to Dillian D. I don't know what we would do without you. I mean, for you are just the superstar in the organization as far as I'm concerned. So this is hard work for you to train us. So let's just show our appreciation by going out there and doing our engagement posts and doing, oh my word, I did a thing. I've like done my engagement post here, now I need to do, oh my word, I did a thing. So you know what I mean? But it's baby steps, guys. But it's take those steps. It's get into action, and we will see you all next week, Monday. Have a great, great week, team, and we will chat later.
Bye, everyone. Sleep
well. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much.
Any questions? Anybody got any questions before we log off? Now, before we say goodbye. Any questions, Dee? Forgot to ask. Okay.
I think next week we must remember to say, if they've got questions, type it in as we go.
As we go. Then it's actually a lot easier. I think that's probably.
Yeah, then they don't forget and we don't forget.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to stop.
Thanks, guys.